Hey there, sixth graders. We're building on what we learned yesterday using the distributive property in expressions. So to open up, we're going to create a model that shows 2 times 5. You guys should know how to do this. You've gotten really good at it. So here we've got 2 blocks. I'm going to color them both green because I like green. And then these are both 5. Now let's create a model to show 2b. So this is 2 times 5, now let's do 2 times b. Hey, guess what? They're going to look pretty much the same. I'm going to keep coloring them green because I still like green. Only this time we're going to label them both b and b. So now it's asking us to write an expression that is equivalent to 2a plus b. Well, I'm going to write out 2a plus 2b. And then to create a model that shows a plus b, I'm going to make them just slightly different sizes because maybe one's bigger than the other. Still going to make it green. This is a, and this is b. A plus b. Now the expression 2 parenthesis a plus b tells us that we have 2 of the a plus b's. Can a model show 2 groups? Sure. So I'm going to draw one that's showing them both. Let's see. And then all kinds of green. So let's see, this is an A, and this one's an A, and this is a B, and this is a B. So how many A's do we see? 2. How many B's do we see? Still 2. So how would the model look if we group together the A's and then group together the B's? Well, maybe it would look something like this. More green. And these guys are A's, and these guys are B's. So what's an expression we could write that would kind of better suit this new diagram? Well, I know I have A plus B, so then we're just going to double it. So what conclusion can we draw from the models about equivalent expressions? That there are lots of ways to write an expression that can still get you to the same answer. Alright, so to keep thinking about this problem, we're going to let A equal 3 and B is going to equal 4. Let's see what happens. So then what happens when we double A plus B? So if we double A plus B, then that's going to look like this. But we have values, so we know that that equation's really 3 plus 4. Which is really 2 times 7, which is really 14. There we go. So let's write an expression that is equivalent to double 3x plus 4y. So double is the same as multiplying by 2. So we could go this route, just slap a 2 on there and multiply by the whole thing. Or if you were feeling a little more ambitious, maybe you do a little doubling and just do 6x plus 8y. So this expression, the first one I wrote, this one here, this is in factored form because this 2 has been factored out. This one here, this is the expanded form. So let's start the same way we started the first example. We're going to draw a model. So I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to chunk it. This time I'm going to color it pink. And I'm going to label this 3x, and this one here is 4y, since those are the 2 quantities that are being added together. Now if we wanted to change the model so that it showed the doubling, so that it showed the 2 times 3x plus 4y, I'm going to make it a little bigger. I'm going to divide it into 4 chunks. And of course I'm going to color them green. And then we're going to label again, 3x, 4y, 3x, 4y. And then just to make sure nobody gets confused and thinks I'm multiplying here, I'm going to make sure it says 3x plus 4y. I'm going to do that over here too, 3x plus 4y. So there are some terms that we could combine. Totally, we could combine the 3 x's and the 4 y's. So the 3 x's, so those combine to make 6x, and the 4 y's combine to make 8y. So an equivalent expression that we could use to represent would be 6x plus 8y. I want you to answer this question for me and then come show it to me for a smelly star. So summarize how you could solve this question without a model. So summarize how you could go from this to this in your head. So looking at this area model, remember that we multiply this times this, and then this guy times this guy. So we know one way to multiply, so we're multiplying everything by y. These two multiplied by y. Well, the easiest way to write that is just going to be, we'll start with our 4x plus 5, slap it in some parentheses, and multiply it by the y outside. Hey, that's nice and easy. But how could we rewrite it in expanded form? Well, let's see. We have the y times the 4x, well that is 4xy, is how we'd write that, plus y times the 5 over here, which is 5y. So that's what that would look like in expanded form. So for our last example, we're going to write out the expanded form that would be equivalent to 3 parentheses 7d plus 4e. So we have 3 times 7d, which would be 21d, plus 3 times 4e, which is going to be 12e. All right. Get to work on those exercises. Bring them up to me before you go onto the problem set so I can make sure you're on the right track. Good luck.